What's up, fight fans? This is Ant here with a new boxing update. The craziest thing happened today, okay? Sergio Martinez knocked out. I mean, it was knockout of the year. Might not have been fight of the year like everybody thought it was going to be, but knockout of the year. It was nuts. I mean, just bananas, like I've never seen nobody, was losing the fight in the first round and basically did exactly what Pacquiao did back in 2000 and I think it was 8 or 9 with Ricky Hatton and knocked him out with a left hand, overhand left. I said Martinez overhand left was timed so perfectly that it looked weird because his arm was like throwing. He threw it so high up and then he landed and turned over his punch. Now let me make a little demonstration. Okay, yeah, it came up. Paul was throwing a whole lot. Paul was trying to throw a right hook, feel like this, a right hook. And Martinez came over the top like that. Let me get back a little bit so I can show you. Paul Williams, but before Paul Williams could get through, because his arm is so long, he has an 82-inch reach advantage. Martinez came over the top like that, like boom, and good night, Paul Williams. Paul Williams had never been knocked out before. I never thought Paul Williams would get knocked out. This is the craziest ending to a fight I ever thought I would see out of this year. That was knockout of the year easily. Another thing, like, I don't think Sergio Martinez is not a contender. I think he's number 3 right now. I'm gonna have him like at 7 or 8. He's like number 3 right now, like easily. I mean, I'm just astounded. If I'm talking a little fast, it's because I've never seen anybody do what just happened tonight. A 5'10" person just knocked out a 6'3" person. Fuck the 6'1", 6'2" shit everybody was saying he is. He's about 6'3" easily. And that overhand left was timed so perfectly. And everybody's saying, oh, anybody could have did it. No, he's fought all type of people. People feared this man. Do you understand? For years, people would not fight him. People are scared of him. Okay, people are just straight scared of him, From Kelly Pavlik and the list goes on. Supposedly Mayweather and everybody else. He can fuck with anybody. Like, honestly. Sergio Martinez is the truth. They crowned him tonight and put a crown on his head. The Argentinian King is here. He is the new sensation in my eyes. And the dude, no exaggeration, but he looks more like a polo model or polo underwear model or some shit or some type of Calvin Klein model. He does not look like a boxer or a fighter, but he fights and he gives us all every single fight. It's just amazing what he did tonight. Like, I really want you guys to watch this on HBO when it comes back on. I think it's coming back on tomorrow in the morning at around like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Man, watch this fight. This is a must-see fight. I mean, it's just astonishing what Sergio Martinez has done tonight. Like, he is simply amazing. Like, and I think he's really improved his record. Really improved his record with that knockout. Meaning, like, people have to respect this guy. I mean, plain and simple, if you don't respect him, you don't know boxing. You do not know boxing if you do not respect this guy. Like I said, he is the truth. I really wish people would understand that, it's hard to knock out somebody who's 6'3", but it's not hard to knock out somebody that's 6'3" and that's coming forward and you have the shorter punching range than he does. Boxing is about location. Martinez had a 76-inch reach advantage. There is no way in hell Paul Williams should have been fucking trying to come in and shit and trying to fucking rush him. Like, that's stupid. If I have an 82-inch reach advantage, I'm throwing a jab. His corner man needs to be fired. His head coach needs to be fired. His coach, period, is horrible. He might be a great trainer, get him in shape and shit and throw 100 punches around, which is wonderful. I think that's great in boxing. That makes people want to see your fights. But number one, technique is everything. Your footwork tonight was not as good as Martinez. Martinez looked fresh, he looked faster, he looked more speed. Okay? He found out what he needed to do in the beginning round. He landed an overhand left in the beginning round too. That's something that people need to understand. And then when he did do that, he was setting him up. And when he knocked him out, he knocked him out on his face. Like, he fell face first. And it was so slow. I could see if he fell quick, he fell so slow. It almost felt like it was 5 seconds it took him to hit the ground. That's how crazy. It was like knocking over a tree, like somebody was chopping wood. I mean, just one punch knockout power. Honestly, Manny Pacquiao is a great boxer. I would love to see speed versus speed. And it's very awkward to see southpaw versus southpaw. I would love to see a southpaw versus a southpaw. Both are very slick, elusive, and throws lots of punches. That would be a great night of boxing. I would love to see that fight. Or Martinez versus just anybody else, it's not really a competition. I mean, unless you got really good head movement and you box, you're going to get knocked out. If you're in close range with him, he throws these overhand lefts that you do not see. Because Paul Williams did not see the punches. And the punches that you do not see are the worst ones. Those are the ones that will get you knocked out. But like I said, Paul Williams has had the wrong game plan tonight. Martinez went to war, had the right one. And that's the end result, you know. You shouldn't be trying to bang with somebody who is shorter than you and you're ducking your head down low too. You're not fighting tall and jabbing and circling your opponent, showing ring generalship, and having them at the end of your punches. Just not smart, Paul Williams. You're still a great fighter to me. You know, you can still pick yourself back up a year later, come back, because that knockout was vicious. You need to take some time off. You had 39 wins, which is, and he has 2 losses now. He had 1 loss before, and I think around 28 or 29 knockouts. And Sergio Martinez has improved his record at the age of 35. Let me break down this guy's life too. From Buenos Aires, Argentina, fighting out of Oxnard, California. This guy started boxing at 20 years old. 20 years old. Which is just crazy to me, you know. You know, if you start fighting at 20 years old in boxing, that's just crazy. And I mean that you're on this top level and you're getting this type of fame. When he was 22 is when he first turned pro. And that's when he just started turning the boxing world by storm, by facing all the hard people. He never faced a whole bunch of bums like a lot of fighters do today. They fight a whole bunch of bums and they get hype beasted to people. Oh, they so good. Oh, they so this. Oh, they so that. Sergio Martinez made it up the hard way. And that's why I have so much respect for him. And after the fight, he showed a whole lot of pride and respect and just a whole lot of, you know, just being honorable to fight somebody who's willing to come forward and fight, you know. And he had a war with him the first time. And I'm meaning Paul Williams. He came to Paul Williams after the fight, gave him a hug and stuff. He's a very humble fighter. And those type of fighters that I like. Man, and he talk shit before the fight, but that's what you're supposed to do. People don't take it so seriously. Like, just like when Mayweather talk shit, he's hyping up the fight so you guys can watch it, so you guys can be like, oh, I want to see him get knocked out. Or I want to see something happen to him, you know? So, you guys just tell me what you think. Like I said, if you didn't catch it tonight, watch it after. Watch it after. My analysis, I'm not even going to lie. I apologize to you guys. I usually try to be as accurate as possible. I was so wrong. I thought it was going to go 12 rounds, and whoever had the best game plan was going to win. So, Martinez is legit tonight, and people who give knockouts, Martinez is legit. So, this is Ant signing off. Who do you think he should face next? You want Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao? Should even go, I don't know, down to 154 in the face of Anaz Matarosian, the undefeated fighter with Freddie Roach? Just let me know. This is Ant reporting, post-fight interview. Paul the Punisher Williams versus Sergio Martinez, number 2. Tell me what's going to happen. Who will he face next? Alright.